Hey everyone, welcome to Clash After Dark, Episode 2. This week's episode we're going to be talking about YouTubers. And in order to talk YouTubers, figure I better get an expert. So I went and grabbed from Kent Killer War Raids, I grabbed TheGreatOne. So let's say hey to TheGreatOne. How's it going, man?
Hey, thanks for having me on, Warblade. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Just so tell us a little bit about your channel and where you're at in the game.
Yeah, so as far as games concerned, currently I'm a Town Hall 9, just doing the wall grind right now and trying to get my heroes up. Um, as far as the channel's concerned, basically just centered around Kent's war raids, just trying to highlight, some of the other non-Warhammer war raids, just searching for some of those other great war raids that a lot of the Kentians pull off. Um, that's just basically what it is. Kind of like an ESPN highlight reel is what I'm trying to pull off.
Yeah, you do a great job. I've seen your shows, and you do a great job of explaining how to do the attacks and stuff. So, great job, man.
Appreciate it, man.
You also do a camcord. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So the camcord channel is going to be the Great One 9142. Um, I was trying to work out some of the glitches in the beginning, so I think there's one of the war raid videos missing, but I actually have a farming video on there that was it's pretty raw. So there's like TV noise in the background because I was just basically learning camcord. So really, it's just like some shows on the background, but it's some farming raid that I did. But yeah, it's camcord's great, man. It's easy to use, and anybody out there that's trying to do YouTube videos for Clash or any other game that they play on mobile, I encourage it.
Yeah, I thought it was a little glitchy. I didn't like how you couldn't find anybody on there, but for a mobile app that's free, I didn't think it was that bad. Not my first choice.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. But for me, it was just like I didn't even know it recorded voice at first. So, like I said, it's recording my TV noise in the background. And once I discovered that, I was like, "Oh, hey, I can record my voice on this thing at the same time." So that's when I really got that lift. So
Yeah, I didn't realize, and I had cats meowing in the background,
yeah,
and they meow, meow, meow. So
yeah,
yeah, it was crazy.
exactly. No, I think my TV show, some my wife left some reality TV show on, and there's like a bunch of bleeps and stuff in the background because people are cussing. It's kind of funny, actually.
Well, this is Clash After Dark, and I know we don't censor anything here. We don't get bleep anything out, so feel free. Yeah, I drop the F bomb as much as anybody else.
All good, man. I'm hanging around 5-year-olds for soccer practice, so I have to tone down the language, but don't worry.
Yeah, I work in a factory, so I drop the F bomb more than anybody I know.
Oh
So
yeah,
don't worry about it, man. We cuss here.
oh yeah, me too. I work with nothing but guys in a factory, so that's all we do is drop the F bomb. Normally directed right at each other. So
Alright, let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to talk YouTubers tonight. So, in my mind, there's two types of YouTubers for Clash. There's the entertainers, and there's the people that teach you stuff, the tutors, the teachers, however you want to call it. The entertainers are just what the name says. They entertain us, they tell us, they show us a cool attack that might not be practical, but they're entertaining.
yeah, exactly.
And so basically, they're going to be doing push-ups. They're going to be showing you all wall breaker attacks and anything to keep you entertained for a few minutes.
Right.
So, they're doing whatever they can just for information, or to keep you on there. They're going to try to sell you gems. They're they're aimed at the younger players, the more inexperienced players, and they don't always offer content that's
Right.
long term.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. And like the entertainment videos that the people that YouTube on there, those are great for entertainment value. Um, and there's a certain appreciation for that. I remember watching somebody went in with like level 6 balloons, max loons going in on a level 6 town hall, and that's kind of funny, but at the same time, it doesn't provide any actual education or advice for people that are trying to 3-star with in war raids. So it's great to watch, and not taking anything away from those guys, but at the same time, myself personally, I'd like to see something that's going to add value to my clan in wars. So that's kind of where I lean towards.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Obviously, starting out, I found the Galadons, I found the Chief Pats. I don't think I found Molt, but I'd rather see something that shows me something, just like you. I want to see something that tells me how it breaks down a base, breaks down, how to do this attack, how to, build a base. I want something that's going to show me something on that's relevant to what I do, and what I do is tend to war. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, the biggest one for me is honestly Jake from One Hive. I remember trying to learn hogs at Town Hall 9, and I remember constantly going over to Jake's videos and watching his breakdowns, because he's so detailed. He's so intricate in the way that he breaks down bases, and I learned a lot from that. And same thing with Valkyrie attacks. I just like a magnet just right over to Jake's videos, and they're long, but they're detailed, and you learn a lot as far as base breakdown, how to drop troops, how far to spread your wizards out, whatever it is that you need to do to help you get better. And like he says, help you suck less, right? So that's kind of where I gravitate to. I've watched some Hulk videos. Hulk Files is pretty decent. Clash with Ash, he has some really good stuff, but Jake is really kind of what I gravitate towards.
Yeah, when I started out looking to be more serious, I found Jake and I found the Hulk Files. Those were some of the first ones I started out with. So, they were good stuff. I really liked them. And they do pretty good job. So, yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can learn to go white. Mm-hmm. You can learn to do whatever. But, you can either do it or you can clown off and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, you got to think about what kind of game do you play. And the YouTubers that give you the content for the way you play. So, I don't know. It just depends. If you're looking for entertainment, there's entertainers. If you're looking for... If you're Town Hall 9 and you're wanting to be serious about it, I would go Jake from One Hive. He's got the...
Right, it's mostly 9. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he's got the content that you want to see as a Town Hall 9. Whereas
yeah, he does.
Ash is more of a Town Hall 10. Which works for me. Yeah, I mean, Town Hall 10 is... I mean, I was listening to Ash stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. I'm honestly, I'm a little scared of Town Hall 10. But, no, Clash with Ash has got some really great stuff. So I know that when I do jump to 10, I'm going to probably start gravitating in that direction, unless Jake makes the jump to 10, then I'll just stick with Jake. But no, as far as the entertainment videos, I think the best part about those is that you don't have to waste your elixir on balloons or wall breakers. You can just watch it on YouTube and see how crazy it is, So
yeah, or one Mass Witch or something.
Yeah, whatever it is, however many witches, it's all witch attack. But I wouldn't waste my dark elixir on that. But watching somebody else do it, knock yourself out.
Yeah, as far as, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're entertaining and all. You got guys doing push-ups, you got guys doing big
Yeah.
raids like that, or just keeping you entertained. They're trying to keep you watching, because the more times you come back to
Exactly.
that channel, you're gonna make money. So I don't know if watching somebody do
Exactly.
push-ups is gonna make you come back, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, exactly, man. I don't even do push-ups at all. So to do push-ups and play Clash, hey, that's pretty impressive.
Now, since I'm doing this whole thing on YouTubers, I did reach out to all these YouTubers that we've been talking about, and obviously they probably get thousands of emails a day, hundreds of, or thousands of emails a day, and all all of them, I only got response from one, and that was Ashlyn, and really great guy. I reached out to all these guys, and they didn't, they weren't able to respond. Obviously, they're busy and they've got their own time constraints. But Ashlyn responded. I asked him, tell me a little about yourself. Tell me about your channel. And he says, I've had the channel for a year now, and I cover Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 strategy and tips. I also cover special events and put out comprehensive guides. The channel has been growing rapidly, and moving forward, on top of that, I'll be starting a new and exciting series such as expert interviews and long form content. So, my first round
Nice.
goes to Ashlyn for getting back to me. I mean, I understand you guys are all busy and stuff, so I
Yeah,
definitely want to give you guys a
absolutely.
shout out. Ashlyn has actually been able to make me relevant again by watching his videos, so definitely a shout out to him.
Well, absolutely, man. I'll second that for sure. I've been kind of toying around with the Queen Walk, and matter of fact, he's got a really good Queen Walk guide. If anybody's looking at trying Queen Walk, I'm in Town Hall 9, so if you're going to try Queen Walk, he's got a really good Queen Walk guide on YouTube. I recommend it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. I'm doing the Super Queen pretty regular, so the Queen Walk in War would be a pretty good normal transition, I think.
Yeah, it's I think it's about a 17 minute video, but it's worth it. It's worth the 17 minutes. Like I said, it's extensive, it's detailed. He gives you troop comp. He breaks everything down. It's very, very informative. I really recommend that.
So, have you thought of any about doing like an interview style segment on your YouTube channel? I mean, have you thought about doing breaking down bases or doing play by play?
I've thought about it. I think the main thing for me right now is time and technology. But yeah, that I'd love to be able to kind of delve into that and provide that information for people, that because we have some great hog attackers. I mean, you throw it out there, buy around for JP. That guy he's a hog master, man. I've seen him do some surgical hog stuff. I've seen him do some other hog attacks, and that it's good stuff to put out there. And matter of fact, a lot of his hog attacks are on my videos. So yeah, I definitely, if I could get the time and the technology, I'd love to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I gotta check out JP's attacks because I am absolutely horrible with hogs. So I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, I recommend check him out, man. He's got some really good hog raids, and a matter of fact, I have a video. It's just called Hogs, 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 and I think there's a couple of his raids in there. And I mean, if you're a TH9 and you're looking at trying to hogs, watch that video because it's good. I mean, it really is good.
Yeah, I'm Town Hall 10, and I don't know what I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be using hogs anytime soon. So, I don't.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely will check them out because I mean, I've got to. figure out something to do with hogs because I know they're still viable even at Town Hall 10. So I just got to figure out the attack to use.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't help you on Town Hall 10. Sorry, man, but I'm fearing the Town Hall 10 upgrade. Trust me.
Man, it's not that big a deal. I don't think the Town Hall 10 is that bad. I think people make it out to be. You just got to learn a new attack style. I mean, it's totally different. You just got to think about it from like being a Town Hall 8 to a Town Hall 9. There's a big learning curve there. So, I definitely don't fear the Town Hall 10. It's just, it's something that you got to go through. Just got to figure out different ways of doing things, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That's the biggest thing, man. I think uh, looking at Rancid Meats uh, when he was Town Hall 9, I think he just made the jump to 10, but looking at his Town Hall 9 when he had the 30-30 heroes, it's like, I'm so jealous and I'm going to do everything I can to hold back from making that Town Hall 10 jump so I get my heroes up to 30-30 before I make that jump.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Rancid was in a war in K2, and with his 30-30 heroes, he was sitting above me, and he was only Town Hall 9 at the time. So they do make a
Yeah.
difference.
It,
So, I mean, it just, I, they're pretty awesome.
mhm.
I mean, you got to admit the heroes are pretty awesome. So, I mean,
Yep.
it definitely makes a difference.
I believe it, man. Those 30-30 heroes, they make a big difference. Especially when, doing like, Super Queen or Queen Walk. If you got a level 30 Queen and you're doing Super Queen, or you're doing a Queen Walk, that Queen's going to last a whole lot longer at 30 versus like mine's at 14. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, every time you boost it up, I mean, there's always going to be something that it'll get a little better.
Oh, yeah.
You'll start noticing that it takes one less shot here
Yep.
or one less shot there, and
Yeah, exactly. And then when you hit that ability, it's a world of difference.
so where are your heroes at, by the way? I just was curious.
My queen's at 14, my king's at 15, and we just declared war. So post-war, I'm going to put my queen down and take her to 15. So I'm sitting at about, I think, 73,000 dark elixir. So I'm pretty close.
Okay, so what actually got you into putting up these videos, doing the Kentian Killer War Raid? I mean, did you just decide one day that you were gonna start recording videos, or I mean, and camcord, and how did you go about getting into this? I mean, what did you
Um,
consider?
yeah, so that's the thing. So basically, I was listening to the Clash Files by Around for Halligan. Um, threw this out for me and everybody really. So talked about camcord on one episode, and then he had that special about camcord. He had can't remember the guy's name, but he had the guy from camcord on, and it kind of attracts my attention. So I was like, I got to check this app out. And it was kind of interesting to me that this app was out there for people. And I know that Halligan always talked about Lollipop, and I run Lollipop on my phone. So I said, yeah, I'll check this app out, see what it's all about. So I downloaded it, I tried it, and once I realized that it was recording my voice plus the video, I said, you know what, I gotta do something for my fellow Kentians. And I was like, what can I do that is easy for my schedule, plus it's beneficial to everybody else? So of course, Halligan has the Warhammer videos that he does, which it's great for people who get the Warhammer their attacks are out there. But I noticed all the time that there was these other war raids that, you know, they kind of get not necessarily unnoticed, but I just want to kind of expose them and get them out there. That way, those Kentians can look back and, oh, look, that's my war raid from that war. And it's basically just kind of a highlight reel for people that are in our family that can look back and say, hey, that's my war raid. So that's just kind of wanted to do something to help out the Kent family more than anything else.
Yeah, that's how I initially got streaming with Reddit Lithium. We were kind of in between streamers, and I said, hey, I'll give this a try.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, let's give this a shot, and I started streaming for Reddit Lithium. So that's kind of
absolutely, man.
So how do you record a certain amount each week, or do you have a certain amount of episodes you try to get out every week, or is it just based on how much time you have on your hands or per war or whatever?
So really it depends. For me, it depends on basically time. I try to do, a video once every couple of days. I try to jump around from clan to clan, and when I get the opportunity to go from one clan to the next, I do. So I'll message somebody and, hey, can I jump to Kent, Maine, or can I jump to 2.0, and just do some recording and put it out there for people.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to do this. I figured, get people interactive and, get people, saying, hey, let's do this. Well, okay, come on. You do it with me.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to show off some of your raids? Come on the show and do it with me.
Exactly. And, like I said, more than anything else, if it helps people within our clans, then that's exactly what I'm aiming for. And then anybody else out there that comes across my videos, if it can help them too, just helping people to, get a better idea of how to do the raids,
Yeah, and I like how you talk through them too. You say, okay, well, this is coming in here, and this is coming in here. Well, you don't want to put too many of this here because of this. And I really like how you guys, you talk your way through it, and, kind of try to teach whoever's watching what's going on. You explain the why behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing, is that it's not only just showing the video, but it's explaining, why, like the hog videos that I put on there, pathing the hogs, dropping the heal spells over here, because, whoever's doing the raid knows that hogs are going in that direction. So this is where the heal spell needs to go next, or whatever it may be.
Alright, let's see here, where are we at? I lost my spot. I moved the screen and I went and lost my spot. So did you ever get into any of the Galadon or Chief Pat or Molt or anything like that? I mean, did you watch any of the entertainment stuff?
Honestly, when I started watching YouTube videos, I believe when I was at Town Hall, I think it was 7, I just started searching Clash of Clans on YouTube just to see what would pop up. And a lot of the stuff that popped up was a lot of the all balloon attacks, like the level 6 balloons. And I thought, man, I got to have level 6 balloons because I can just drop all of those and I'd just 3-star everything. But little did I know that wasn't necessarily the case. So I really didn't start hearing about Chief Pat or Galadon or any of those guys until just here recently, when I became a little bit more into the game as a Town Hall 9. Because I remember hitting Town Hall 8 and I was frustrated because I was like, how am I going to 3-star in wars now? I can't just dump a bunch of dragons down and just dump a bunch of rage spells down and, hey, look, 3 stars. doesn't work like that anymore. So I remember reaching out, and a matter of fact, an old clan that I was in, this guy told me about the Dragoon attack. And it's like, hey, just, you know, this is the video, check it out. So I checked it out, and yeah, so I was 3-starring with Dragoon, but then when I got to Town Hall 9, dragons were basically void. You know, they just weren't working for me anymore. So that's when I really started looking into how can I 3-star in wars. So that's when I stumbled upon Jake from One Hive, his videos, and that's when I started getting into that. But as far as like Galadon and Godson and those guys, I never knew about them until here recently.
Yeah, we had Metalface80 in chat and said that Godson popped up a lot when he was searching for Clash Clans on YouTube. And Godson, I mean, he's got 657 videos out and 1.2 million subs, so I mean, he's rated pretty high.
He's doing something right, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously people like what he's doing.
Absolutely, man. He's doing something right. Like I said, that entertainment value goes a long way, and you know, not taking anything away from that.
No. Well, but I mean, like you were saying, you know, you were looking for something. I mean, Jake's when I was doing my fact check thing here, he's up to 73,000 subs, and it seems like just not too long ago he was just doing a 25,000 subs special.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's a lot of entertainment in it, and people get a lot out of that, and that's fine. But at the same time, like Metalface says right here, you know, there's actually nothing that helps in war attacks. So zero content that actually helps in war attacks. So, you know, if you're looking at 3-star war base, you're better off looking at Jake's videos or like Ash, you know, those kind of guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're warring a lot and you're looking for content and you find guys like that, because you're not going to get anything. And I kind of think that's what Supercell is thinking is how the rest of us look at it. I think that's why, like for that Nordic Clash or whatever, there was they didn't have anybody really war focused. They were just basically pushers that were trying to get the 2 stars. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I like to push too. I like trophy pushing, but it's draining, man. I'd rather war, I'd rather farm, but you know, yeah, trophy pushing is crazy, because you get to a point to where you're trying to get to that next level, and then if you don't get what you need out of the attack, and then you lose, you know, 30 cups or whatever, you're screwed. So I'd rather not get too deep into that.
So have you actually pushed? How high have you pushed, I should say?
So we did the push the last time, and I got up to, I think it was like 3,050 something trophies, and I stopped because I just couldn't go any farther. I was out of elixir, I was out of gold, and I was real low on dark elixir because I was using like go wee wee, go wipe, those types of attacks to try and get at least 2 stars, and I was running out of resources, so I just stopped. But yeah, and that's about as high as I've ever been, and I'm not really too concerned with going that high. I think it's Gearbanger that he's gone up to Titans, and that's impressive, but I'm not aiming at that yet.
Yeah, I saw that about Gearbanger going to Titans, and I'm thinking, man, as high as I've only been as high as Masters 2, and I did that by just leaving my storages out and letting them give me free trophies, you know. I basically backed my way up there.
Yeah, and I think one of the latest things is like just put your dark elixir storage out, and it's like the DE elevator or whatever they call it, and just they take that and they leave, and so you get a bunch of trophies, but you lose all your dark elixir. I'd rather keep my dark elixir.
Well, you got to remember, you know, some of these guys that are doing it are more focused on pushing than building up heroes for war.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
So, Metalface says that Godson actually has a series called Kings of Clash, where he actually interviews some people too from some of the older clans in Clash. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean that's not something you see on YouTube very much. A whole lot of interview style
right
videos.
Right, I'll have to check that out. Then I didn't even know about that. Like I said, I barely heard about Godson until here recently.
So, have you heard anything about the whole Fair Play, the Fair Play Alliance, or the RWCS, or anything like that?
Actually, no, I have not. It's the first I've heard about it. So,
sorry, didn't mean to.
News to me. Nah, that's news to me, man.
Yeah, there's actually a Fair Play Alliance with Jake from One Hive and
oh, really?
kind of leading it, and Power Bang from WizFace Honor. They put together kind of a Fair Play Alliance, so Fair Play clans can match up.
Oh, wow.
There's I guess there's a Bindle thread. I'm not sure what that link is, but there's a Bindle thread, and basically if you're a Fair Play clan, you can get in there, and then I guess there's like some sort of verification process or something like that, and basically you can get in there and you can start matching up with other Fair Play clans.
Really?
Yeah, and so it would be cool. I mean, it'd be nice if Supercell actually made it so it was easier to match up, so clans that want to do that can.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's one of the biggest things is the clan match for the wars and stuff. I think that's been one of the biggest gripes is trying to get that option to pick who you want to go up against. So, I think eventually it's going to come. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually think that's going to be something that comes out at Helsinki.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can't see them really. They've thrown some real curveballs at us. I mean, like the whole Dark Spell Factory and stuff like that, stuff that we weren't really expecting, but definitely, I could see something like that coming.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Yeah, Metalface says if they were smart, they would make that clan match optional available. I agree with that.
I do too.
There's a lot of clans out there that want to match up with each other.
I mean, even if they charged a few gems or something like that, so they were, it was profitable to them, I think people would pay that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Both clans have to agree on it, and each clan pays, I don't know, 10 gems, 100 gems. I don't know what a fair amount would be, but just plunks down some gems or whatever, so they got them spending gem money or whatever. I also like the Clash Files theory on the clan currency also. Basically, you accumulate clan currency, and then you can put it towards an arranged matchup.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good idea. I think that would work great. Make it easier,
Yeah. And like a few people have mentioned, you could take away the clan XP during arranged matchups, or the loot during an arranged matchup, just to make sure that people aren't exploiting the system. And
right, exactly.
I would be good with either one of those. I mean, if you're trying to match up, you're not really caring about that anyway.
Right, exactly.
All right. Got anything else you wanna throw out there, TGO?
I guess the biggest thing for me is just being able to have the opportunity to get into Kent. Great clan, great family, good people. Just a great environment. You know, when it comes to war, there's no judgment. Nobody gives you a hard time. Even when I feel bad about having a bad attack, it's just like, hey, don't worry about it. It happens to all of us. Just move on. Um, so yeah, just buying around for everybody in Kent. Period.
Yeah.
You know, getting accepted. I think I was accepted in March. Matter of fact, I was just about headed to Japan for a business trip, and I remember getting into a war, and I remember I had let Natalia know, like, hey, I may not be able to attack until I get some Wi-Fi. She's like, yeah, don't worry about it, when you get a chance. So it was nice to be able to attack, when I had the chance on the other side of the world. But yeah, that was it's just one of the biggest things for me. I was always looking for something a little bit more out of the game, and I think I found it, now where I'm at. So that's one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah, they're definitely like a family here in Kent. There's always somebody that's willing to talk to you about something, be it war. There'll be, people will talk to you about pushing, and or just real life. Talk about your kids, talk about anything. So
exactly, yeah, for sure. So, matter of fact, but I started playing. I've been playing for about a year and 3 months now, and I got the Good King, who I buy around for the Good King. Good friend of mine, great guy, great human being. I know him outside of the game. He'd do anything for me, I'd do anything for him. But I got him started, and he's actually in Kent, Maine, and he's a TH8 now. So he's working his way up and doing his thing. But yeah, I just want to buy around for that guy. A lot of stuff outside of the game that he's always been there for me, and I'd do anything for him, he'd do anything for me. So that's another thing I'd like to throw out there.
Great, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely buy around for him.
Yeah, definitely good guy.
And that's the thing, here in Kent, there's so many good guys and gals. We've got quite a few gals in the clan too that are just awesome.
Exactly.
It's really cool to see, so many people that love the game and, are playing it at a high level. Well, we're not elite or anything, but yeah, it's nice to be able to see people playing and, interacting.
Yeah. Well, we're elite everything, man. We win wars, and we're elite farmers and elite pushers, so we're elite everything in Kent.
Pretty much.
It's a good environment. Just anybody that's looking for a place to go, if you know the password, it's a great clan, great family of clans.
Okay, I see one of the questions I was going to ask you, and I completely missed it. And you said you've been using camcord a little bit. Why do you think a lot of the YouTubers are actually shifting over to camcord? Just because you think, like you had mentioned, that it's so easy to use?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely an easy tool to use, and within the app, it actually gives you the option to share your videos on YouTube. And so, when you record something, not only does it go up to camcord, you can have the option to post it up to YouTube at the same time. So, and for me, it records my voice. So, I literally will sit in my car in my parking lot at work, and I will record my videos, and it's so simple for anybody that's looking to start doing stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I was a little thrown by that. I used to use Shoe, and it allowed me to do it, and I actually turned off the sound a lot of times because I don't normally commentate when I do war recaps or whatever. I just throw them out there or whatever, and do them. So, or I'm streaming it to my page here, and it, you know, I don't want the double echo or whatever for the stream or whatever. So I usually leave the mic off. Metalface actually mentioned that YouTube is getting into the stream business too, but I haven't heard a whole lot about that. I've heard it a couple times before this that there's going to be a YouTube Live or something like that, which is supposed to compete with Twitch, but I haven't heard any more. Have you heard anything about that? Oh crap, I lost him.
Hey yo.
Sorry man, I lost you there. I think it's something to do with the whole 1 hour mark for Skype.
Gotcha.
I've heard a couple other people complain about that too, so.
Gotcha. So I see Metalface has a question here. Isn't YouTube getting into the stream business too? I have heard that. That sounds interesting. You know, if they're going to do that sounds like something I might look into when they start exposing that, and that might cut down on basically the middleman, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think that was the whole point. They were trying to cut in on the Twitch, because Twitch was just blowing up so much. I think they were trying to get on some of that too.
Exactly.
Which, if you think about it, I mean, they would have a bigger market share anyway, because they've already got the YouTube name out there versus Twitch, you know, so they've already got the advantage.
Yeah, I think they definitely will have the advantage there. YouTube's so huge, you know, there's so many videos out there, even stuff that's non-Clash related, you know, it's just any like do-it-yourself videos for home improvement or repairs or whatever. It's just, everybody turns to YouTube for everything, you know.
Yep, I actually pulled up a video the other day on how to fix bumper on YouTube.
Nice.
Fiance had a dent in the bumper, and I was like, you know what? I can fix that.
Exactly. Don't need to take it to the shop anymore, right?
Yep. Well, sometimes you do, but this one didn't.
Easy repair.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. And so, you want to go ahead and plug your channel there? And I believe I've got a link for it on my page.
Yeah. If anybody's interested in what I'm doing on YouTube, the channel is TheGreatOne Kentians, and if you can't find it that way, then just look up Kent's Killer War Raids. And as a matter of fact, you know, moving forward in the future, I'd like to start doing some farming raids, maybe some Super Queen stuff. Just throw some more content out there for people to see, you know.
Yeah.
Looks like Metalface has one more question.
Yep. Go ahead, Metalface.
Big Trouble in Little China. I think it's I think it's a classic. I think it is a classic. It's been a while since I've seen it, but definitely a classic.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, I definitely think it would fall under a classic.
Yeah, it's right there with the Goonies and stuff like that, right?
Yep, I was just thinking Goonies myself.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you know, thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciate it, and want to buy one more round for my wife for, you know, just being awesome and doing everything that she does for me and for the family, and allowing me to play this game and when I have the time, and putting up with all of my stuff, man.
Definitely would want to buy mine around too, but she doesn't drink, so
Mine doesn't either, but I'll go ahead and buy her around anyway.
All right. Do you have a Twitter?
I do not have a Twitter. If anybody wants to email me, they can hit me up at the Great One 5647@gmail.com.
All right, and if you guys want to reach me, I am Warblade W4RBLADCOC on Twitter. And I think we're going to call it a night.
Yeah, keep it classy, y'all.
All right. Okay, we're off.
All right, cool, man.